Where's that hecking on button? Ooh, I found it! Let's play! Good evening everybody, Loki here with the OBS Indies, and today we have Affinity by BlushingBride, aka Bryony Mair, and this game does indeed follow a young, questioning male to female person on a journey through the dreamscape as they discover who they truly are. That's what the blurb says at least, and this game was developed for Rainbow Game Jam 2019, and it is diversified by the fact that it is Pride, and has the Bechdel test as two of its core themes. This game does indeed contain a mild reference to suicide, so if that sort of thing is difficult for you, as it is for me, then this may be a game that you might want to miss, or this may be a video that you do indeed want to miss, but as a male to female person myself, I feel that it's almost my duty to play and experience this game, and see how it does reflect upon pride and male to female transition. It's something that is very close to my heart, so I expect to get a little bit tearful, let's say, towards the end of this. Yes, it's going to be a bit of a difficult itch.io indie, I feel. A very difficult one indeed. But let's hit play, and let's see what today's itch.io indie is like with Affinity. And we have a light. A little speck of light. Oh, and another one! Are they stars? Little stars. I like the little stars. They're cute. And flashy. And now we're moving through space. Somewhere? I don't know. I can't use the arrow keys yet. I can't use my mouse. We're just flying through space. Through the dreamscape. And now we're in the light. The light surrounds us. And the trans flag colours. Oh, I love the trans flag colours. The pastel blues and the pinks and the whites. Oh, I love this already. I was wondering when you'd appear. You were expecting me? Wait, what? Of course. In fact, this encounter is making me feel quite nostalgic. Sorry, who are you? Where is this? I'm here to help you. You could say I'm your guardian angel. Is this a dream? It is! You don't come here very often. Aww. As far as I can remember, this is your first time too. I'm still super really confused. You're not confused. I know exactly how you're feeling, and I can help you with that. And you're flashing between blue and pink, which are the archetypal colours for male and female, so I suppose you're the questioning side of my brain. Okay. How I'm feeling? You might not be able to see it, but you know the truth, deep down. I can help you come to terms with yourself. I really don't... What's your name? Loki. Loki Nathan. It's, XXXXXXX. Come on now. What's your real name? Oh. Do we have to select... Oh, do we have to select the letters when they pop up? Loki. I'm waiting for a K. Waiting for a K. I'm gonna get the K. Where is it? U, R's, L's. That's an L. That's a T. I love how pretty this is. If I can't go with Loki, I'll go with Laurie. But I will wait for a K for a little bit. Just a little bit. I want my name in the game. I want my name in the game. Nope. There's a U. We'll go with Laurie. It's close enough, right? Laura's cute too. Done. I don't think it was expecting Loki. That's okay. Laura. That's a lovely name. Nice to meet you, Laura. Aww. But I already knew that, of course. I know a lot more about you than you do. Where? Where? Please, don't feel ashamed. I can assure you, you're in good company here. Yes, thank you. Now, it would be a shame if we just stood here and didn't go exploring, right? Yes, I like exploring. Exploring's fun. So, let's explore. Come this way whenever you're ready. Okay, left click to move, right click and drag to rotate the camera, so we can rotate the camera like that. Hop along. Oh. Doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Little hexes. Little hexes. I'm gonna pop over here. What's over here? What's on this thing? Hello. How are you? Why am I here? What do you want with me? Because you're not happy. I observe you throughout the day. I listen to your thoughts at night. It's obvious that something's not right. Do you feel something's not right? You can tell me. No one here will judge you. It's true. I don't like being a boy. Everything feels so out of place, but I can't do anything about it. I can tell you that's not true. I know this from experience. I also felt this way at your age. Okay, but doesn't everyone feel this way? That is a feeling. That is a feeling that you do feel. Oh dear. I can tell you that no, not everyone feels like us. Crazy, huh? But it's also the case that we're not the only ones. I was so relieved when I learned this. Oh, do you mind if I still call you Laura? I don't mind. Feels nice, doesn't it? I suppose it does. So, what do we do now? My goal is to give you an insight into other people's stories, and that it's alright to be transgender. Oh, this is a beautiful game. Transgender? Yes, those of us who are unhappy with the gender we were assigned with at birth. Life may seem hopeless for you, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Meet me up ahead. It honestly does feel hopeless. It honestly does feel hopeless, but then just family, friends, people that understand you, they can make it so much easier. So much easier. At the same time, family and friends can make it difficult, but it's about finding the right family, finding the right friends, and sometimes your blood family isn't always the family that you need. Sometimes it has to be the family that you have, and my apologies for the little pop-ups of the save page as I'm just moving around the camera here. Moving around the camera. What's over here? It keeps popping up, my apologies. I'm having to run this in display screen mode because I can't run this in collection of the game alone. Essentially because this is a browser game, so on occasion you will just see that pop up. So my apologies for that popping up on occasion. Okay. Have to go over here. Hello? What's happening? I love coming back to this place. So, what now? You should go and talk with the others around here. They should have lots of things to discuss. The others? Yup. People like you and I. Though we are all trans, we all have different experiences and perspectives. Listen to what they have to say, and use their knowledge to expand your own understanding. Come and find me again when you've heard from everyone. I'll be waiting for you, Laura. Okay, we'll move along this way. And down here first, and then over there. Let's go and explore. I love how the changing and adapting sphere, like little sim sphere thing. I don't know what the word for this shape is. I love the colour changing. Hello! Hi! I'm Jack. Hello! I'm Laura. Wondering what I'm doing here? I might only be 13, but I'm also trans. You were born as a girl? Uh-huh. Apparently I had rejected that fact since I was really young. Then I hit breaking point. I remember it well. I was 6. My mum, my dad and I were getting ready for Christmas dinner with the family. My mum most often let me wear boy stuff, but this was a special occasion, so she tried to get me to put on a dress. It felt like every other time I had been forced to wear girls' clothes, but with each time it gets so much worse. I can only imagine. I could tell my mum was expecting a struggle. She took the dress out of the wardrobe, and I immediately began to panic. It's only for one night, she said, but that made no difference in my mind. I started to wail no, trying to cry because I didn't want to cause any trouble, but I couldn't control myself. I screamed, ran into my room, and slammed the door. I shouted through the door and through floods of tears, I'm a boy. I'm a boy. All I could do was slump to the floor and bawl. I couldn't hear anything from my mum and dad. Then, a couple of minutes later, they came in. They explained that they had seen the signs, how they hoped it was a phase, how they wanted me to leave it all behind. It's not that hecking easy, alright? But this time, they knew for certain that it was serious. This wasn't just going to disappear. What about the dinner? I put on a shirt and some trousers and went to see my family. Some of them reacted strangely to seeing me like that. But the thing that surprised me was that my mum and dad defended me. They referred to me as he. They called me by the name I had written over my school books so many times. Whenever someone called me Jenny, my parents corrected them. Yeah, because you're Jack. You're Jack. I was so happy with them. When the dinner was over and everyone else had gone home, my dad got down on his knees and said to me, "You've been a wonderful daughter. I'm sure you'll be a wonderful son." Aww. Aww. He knew who he truly was from the youngest age. He's so young, yet what he did was so brave. One's true feelings will always come to light. I need to act with courage. You need to act with courage. Aww. Aww. Heck. Sorry. Just trying to move around the camera. Just, aww. And now we've had a little pop-up right there. Thank you. You're welcome. And say hi to the boss for me. I don't want to detract from everything by accidentally having the little pop-up thing. I say as it pops up again. This can happen on occasion with browser games. I do sincerely apologise. This subject matter is very deep to me. Deep to me? Close to my heart. I'm losing words. Close to my heart, and I want as few distractions as possible. Hello. Hey. How's it going? Hey, you must be Laura. Good to meet you. Hi. And you are? I'm Fiona. I went to the same school as you, though that was about probably 7 years ago now. I was Ducks in my final year. I think that's Ducks. I was Ducks in my final year. I wish I could have been happier about it, but everyone saw me as a different person back then. So you were a boy then too? Only to other people. All the way through high school, I spent so long thinking about who I was. My worries only increased as the years went by. I slowly isolated myself from my friends. I began to despise who I saw in the mirror every morning. Again, something that I can relate to right there. I buried myself in my studies to get away from the misery. I got my highest grades ever, but I was suffering. Is this me? I wasn't sure if what I had done was worth it. This is me. There's nothing wrong with studying arts, is there? Not at all, but I chose to try and ignore my feelings. I thought if I could focus on other things, I would begin to feel better, but I didn't. I was despairing. What did you do? I cried. I had reached the end of my rope. I had some dark thoughts which I'm not proud of. Luckily, my parents heard me crying. They asked me what was wrong. I had no option but to give them the truth. I was a girl. They were a bit bemused when I told them, but they had known that something was off for a while. I fought through my tears to explain how I felt. It took me a while and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. My heart was in my throat the entire time while my parents listened. I buried my face on my mum's shoulder as she consoled me. Then came the question, do you have a name? I told her. She then responded, I'm so glad you told us, Fiona. Aww. My sadness became happiness. My heartache became relief. A massive weight had been instantly lifted from my shoulders. For the first time in my life, there truly was hope. And here I am, as happy as I could be. I couldn't imagine living my life any other way. Aww. Everyone saw her as a different person. She isolated herself from everyone. She tried to repress her feelings. These things remind me of myself. I can't leave my true self to die. I have to show my true colours. With that, the second little platform becomes available. Thank you. No problem at all. Happy to be here. Okay, let's turn around and go see the third person. I'm supposing the boss person is us. That's actually us. Hello. I'm just going up this way. Got one more person to see. One more person to see. Hello. Oh, are you going to the non-binary representation? That'd be hecking awesome. Hello there. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Denver. Rarely do things have to be exactly one way or the other, and that's also the case for gender. So you're... essentially, I'm non-binary. Yes, non-binary rep. I identify neither as precisely a man nor a woman. My own identity can be difficult to explain. I've never met a non-binary person before. You might think so, but chances are you have. We're more common than people would have you believe. But I will say that everyone's feelings and visions of themselves are different, and maybe even more so among the MB community. I was 33 when I started questioning my gender identity. I was assigned female at birth and was raised as such, but I was starting to question my sense of self. I dabbled in masculine gender expression. I wore baggy clothes and experimented with how I carried myself. Those things were interesting, but they were ultimately unsatisfying. I tried a different approach and had my hair cut short. It was a slightly unnerving experience, but it worked. I saw myself in the mirror, and it made sense, as if a piece of the puzzle had fallen into place. My friend joked, "Hey, now you're a man." Of course, she was just joking, but it did strike somewhat of a chord with me. She was right, but not entirely right. I still enjoyed several feminine aspects of my expression. My makeup, my jewellery, my clothes. But I came to realise that's okay. No one else can decide who I am. It's impossible without the full picture. Despite how I present myself, I regard myself as a man. What matters is how someone feels inside, not how someone looks. However, I do respect my femininity. I have no desire to suppress it or to pretend it's not there. After all, why can't a man paint their nails if it's something they enjoy? Why should a woman be expected to have no body hair? In that regard, I am non-binary and have recognised myself as such for 7 years now. I don't need everyone to understand my identity. Even I don't understand it half the time. As long as it belongs to me, it will always be who I am. I admire their open-mindedness, how they took their identity into their own hands. I admire their courage to go against the social norms. One's true self doesn't have to correlate with how one appears. I'm inspired to take action. And with that, the final step is available to us. Thank you. Don't mention it. And hopefully we'll be able to find some closure as to our feelings. This is a wonderful game, and I just love everything about it. I love the music, the art style. I love like the little isometric type view thing you've got going on. The colour representation, everything. The non-binary representation most definitely is something I wasn't expecting, because that sort of thing normally isn't covered in gaming related to transgender aspects, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled by that fact. Hello again, Laura. Looks like you've talked to everyone and heard what they have to say. I have. I hope you have a better insight into what it means to be transgender now. Absolutely. Everyone's stories were fascinating to hear. I didn't realise how different everyone's experiences can be. Indeed. But let's focus now on the most important character in our story. You. We don't have much further to go. I'll meet you at the summit. Let us climb the summit. But yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled by the fact that we do have non-binary representation it's so important because it is often a group that is overlooked in the LGBT community, just because there's not really much understanding of it in mainstream. And although we are having more transgender aspects being understood to a greater degree in the mainstream, non-binary is still something that is struggling to get that same understanding. Hello everyone! It's me, Loki. What do we do here? We're nearing the end of our journey, where we'll be sending you home. But this is just a dream, right? I could just wake up whenever I want. True, but we should at least do this properly. So you've met my friends, Jack, Fiona, and Denver. I'm glad you appreciate what they shared with you. However, what I really want to know is how you feel. Do you have a clear idea of who you are? Are you going to take steps to live the life you want to live? I've wished for this every night for a long time, but I never knew it was possible. To find out that there are other people like me who have the courage to be themselves. I don't want to let my ideal life pass me by. I can't. I won't. Feeling the way I do is perfectly normal, and it's a bad idea to ignore it. I wished so often to be a girl, I didn't think that I could already be one. My body doesn't matter. I might not like certain things about it, but those things don't invalidate my identity. It's time to make a change. It's time to make a stand. I am Laura. Yeah! And we wake up and we're pink! Aww! Exclamation mark! Spectacular! That was awesome. Do it again! What an amazing sight. I'm glad I came here. Seems like you've discovered your true self. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. I never imagined a dream could be so inspiring. Dreams are just one of the many things that drive us. I know you'll go on to be exactly who you want to be. Look to the rest of the community for support. People are out there who are able and willing to offer a helping hand. We will be with you. Always. And now we just have to wake up. Bye everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm so happy to have witnessed this moment from another perspective. Aww. Who are you? I remember when I realised I was trans. It happened 7 years ago? That's right. It also happened in a dream. I remember when she guided me around and introduced me to those wonderful people. I never thought I'd ever do the same myself. But what's your name? You can call me Laura. Aww. A whole new life lies ahead of you. I'm proof of that. Make me proud, girl. And that's Affinity. I'm tearing up slightly, sorry. That's Affinity. That truly encapsulates what it means to come out to yourself. Ah, I'm tearing up. That's beautiful. Truly beautiful. Again, I do want to apologise about that happening on occasion. I hope that wasn't too distracting or or detracted from the experience, because this is a beautiful game. This is a beautiful game with people's stories just resonating with me. This is an itch.io indie by BlushingBride, and is truly an inspiring and beautiful itch.io indie. I love the representation that it has for all aspects of the transgender community. I don't know what else to say. It's truly wonderful. I'm at a true loss for words. I guess I'm just going to do the shield bit of this itch.io indie. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, comment and subscribe. If not, that's perfectly fine as well. Those sorts of things can literally be at a loss for words. I honestly don't know what else to say. Just go and give BlushingBride some love. I'm going to put their Twittery handle and the itch link in the description below. If you seriously love this and love your transgender representation in video gaming, seriously, just go and say some kind words to them, because this is a truly beautiful experience that I have had today. But yes, just thank you so much for watching our videos. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and indeed, a good night.